Hello, Drawing and Painting 2 friends. So we're going to start working on a portrait assignment using the grid and using a photograph. This is a technique that artists use, in particularly Chuck Close, who we'll be looking at. And this is a great way to break down what you see and to get better at drawing. This is a technique that you can use from now and for always. So one of the key things is when you work with a grid is that the number of grid squares on your photograph matches your piece of paper. So the first thing that we have to figure out is you want to make sure that you have your photograph, you have your piece. This is called acetate or transparency film. I lay that on top of my photo, all right? And then I can decide if I want to make my job easy, I can keep this as a 1-inch grid and then draw on a 1-inch grid. I'm going to be a little bit more complicated for those of you who want a little bit more of a challenge, and I'm going to decide that I'm going to take some white pieces of paper and I'm going to decide that maybe I don't want so much of the background. So I'm going to decide I'm going to use the grid squares. I'm not going to try to do like a half a grid square. I'm going to go for like a full size, right? So then what I can also do is like, do I like that? Do I not like that? If I don't like that, I can like pull the piece of paper out and go to the next grid square. If I want to make it longer, that feels a little weird to me. I can also bring a grid square in and make it so that I go right to the edge of the glasses. Ooh, that's kind of cool. Ooh, that's a happy accident. I didn't think that was gonna look that cool. I'm like, ooh, I like that composition. All right, once I decide I like that composition, I'm gonna take some tape. I'm gonna make sure that my lines are squared up here. One of my favorite sound effects. I'm also gonna get tricky, and you probably can't see this, so I'm gonna move this over here for a second. I'm gonna get tricky and I'm gonna take a piece of tape over the side so that I make sure my acetate and my piece of paper are connected. And if you don't have scrap pieces of paper to do this with, you can do this with your tape. Your tape's not gonna work very well. I can give you some scraps of paper, or you can also have done it with your hands. The paper is just easier to see. So I'm gonna make sure I tape all this down, woohoo! Okay, then we're gonna leave it like this for right now. So, video 1.